Hey there, this is astrologer DK Brainerd, here with your exclusive astrological forecast for the month of July 2010 on empowerradio.com, empowering you. There are two major energy events that I want to make you aware about in July. The first is a solar eclipse that's coming up on July 11th, and the second one is the entry or re-entry of Saturn into the sign of Libra on July 21st. Both of those are going to amp up the energy around us in pretty considerable and exciting ways, and I want to tell you a little bit about each of them. So the solar eclipse on July 11th falls in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is also the sign of the United States of America. The United States was born on July 4th, which is Cancer Sun, and this eclipse falls right in the middle of the United States Sun and Mercury. So the Sun represents energy, Mercury represents the mind and how we think. So solar eclipses always bring the end of an old cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. And one of the things that we're going to be dealing with as a nation is how we think about ourselves. I think we got the news that we needed to change the way we're doing business at the lunar eclipse that happened at the end of June. And so some of the things that we've noticed going on are the giant oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico, the flash floods. Nature is definitely acting up and asking for our attention. And so one of the things that we're going to have to make a choice about in July is how do we react to that information that's coming in. We've been really programmed to live in a passive consumerist way, not to engage with nature, not to create. And so one of the things that I feel is majorly helpful in July and with all eclipse energy, because eclipses bring this really heightened sort of chaotic energy and people are feeling tense, and that's reconnecting with nature, getting out in nature, putting your back up against a tree, spending some time in the garden, picking flowers, just engaging with nature and the nature spirits that have been so wounded by some of the incredible pollution that we've created. Okay, the second major event in July is the entry of Saturn into the sign of Libra, July 21st. And as Saturn moves into Libra, it moves into a square aspect with Pluto and also with Uranus and Jupiter. Pluto in Capricorn, Uranus, Jupiter in Aries. And astrologers have been looking to this moment for years, calling it the Cardinal Climax. When anything happens in the first several degrees of the cardinal signs, it affects the whole world. And what this creates is an extremely tense and dynamic energy situation. We're going to see this reflected in the world, possibly with more natural disasters. We could see a resurgence of war in the Middle East, problems like unemployment here at home. And there are going to be a lot of people spinning out doomsday scenarios and trying to take advantage of your fear. So the other major choice that we have in July is how are we going to react to this energy configuration? Are we going to react by buying into the fear and going into, sort of doomsday Armageddon scenarios? Or are we going to react by redoubling our commitment to creating the world that we want? And remembering that the way we create that is by feeling our feelings, connecting with nature, connecting with other like-minded people, and using our intention to focus on what we want to create in the world, on the beauty and the harmony that we want to create. So July is going to be an extremely intense month. It's important to stay grounded, important to remember to breathe. Come over to wordsforthepeople.com and check out my 7 eclipse remedies as ways of dealing with this heightened energy. And until next month, may you go with the stars.